Wait. It stated due to the massive growth in subscription based on ad-based entertainment services on its various consoles, the need for the future is no longer necessary for communities. It says. As an outside, one of the most. Let me support it on your available console store. Due to the rising uses of subscription-based streaming services on the consoles, however, fans will still be able to access the content they have purchased. Wait, so you're basically saying, like, due to companies like Discord and text, chat, blah, 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 then communities are useless? Are you stupid, Sony? Why I ask that? Yes, you are. You are stupid. You're absolutely dumb. Yeah, guys, you heard it. Very good communication platform. That was one of the best in the entire console gaming industries. Shut down because it's useless. Useless, you know. Sony, you suck. I was watching this video, and this dude, they say I remember when that dude got shot with a Desert Eagle for a prank. Okay, I'm sorry. If you go up to me and say, I shot my husband, and it blocked him, and the bullet got blocked by a bullet, I'll be like, congratulations, I'm impressed with the stupidity contained within one human body. That's what I would say. You're not gonna impress me by shooting your significant other, and then proving to me that you can survive. That. Okay, so basically, like, what? This thing's are like at least 3 to 4 millimeters wide. That is a very big bullet. The bullet's like that big. Do you know what 50 means? The moment in firearms where you reach the name 50, that's when crap gets real. 50 calibers are insanely powerful. You do not screw with them. They're not toys. You'd rather have your kid screw around with a 22 caliber gun than a 50. 50 cal, well, 50 BMG can penetrate through at least 12 inches of wood and still keep going with enough force to kill another person. That is really insane, if you ask me. Like, there's barely any armor out there that'll protect you against a BMG. And if you did get yourself protected at one point, consider yourself lucky because you just survived the world's deadliest small arms bullet. 50 AE-50 Desert Eagle ammo is different from BMG. Okay, so okay, let me compare this to you. The bullet is bigger than a 45 ACP. Okay? Do you want to know what a 45 ACP is? It's a little bit bigger than a 45 ACB, but hold on. Let me just take a dime here. This is a dime. This is a 45. 45. Look at the difference. It's bigger than a 45. 40 and 50 is a big asshole. This right here is a 308 hunting rifle round. This stuff is used to kill animals. Compare it to this. I can fit this inside, see? And 50, AE50 is bigger than this. Now imagine that, but using a book to defend yourself. If you are smart enough, and if you are able to breathe, you should know that that ammo will penetrate through almost anything that that exists. There's barely any way to defend against a 50 cal eagle. It's almost impossible. The things are deadly as hell. That's a nice motor right there. Screw you, Ava. You suck.
It's just pathetic stuff. As you can imagine, spoiler alert, the attention was so ephemeral that no one even knows her name, which is good. So the only thing people know from her, remember her for, her legacy for the rest of her life, is just going to be the fucking idiot that tasted 1,000 dirty buttholes on a plane by licking a toilet seat. That's not exactly the coolest legacy to have, I imagine, but hopefully the 2 days worth of attention was enough. The reason why I'm even bringing this up now is because I'm seeing a lot of this on Twitter, especially. I've seen a couple people licking toilet seats. One of them, I believe, got arrested and the Twitter account banned. So she did actually start some shit to try and influence people to doing some...
Are you serious? Screw off, Ava. Like, COVID-19 ruined a bunch of my, my activities for summer. And here you are, basically wanting to spread it. You're spreading stupidity. You are a cancer, and we are the cure. I hope you fall down the stairs and break every bone in your body and slowly die. I hate these type of people. These type of people are just assholes that don't... They don't care about anything. These men and women that think like this are dangerous to society. They need to be eradicated ASAP. Nobody is faming you for wanting to lick a toilet. I hope you not only catch COVID from every toilet you lick, I hope you catch E. coli and frickin' I don't know. I hope you catch influenza, Ebola, E. coli all at once. I honestly hope you fall ill with every symptom. And that's how you get assassinated by somebody that doesn't like people like that. Not saying I would do such a thing, but there's some people out there that don't like people like this, and they will take it to an extreme to make sure that they are eradicated. Ooh.
coronavirus, but I'm pretty confident in saying someone around me most likely did, and I just really hope it wasn't someone of the older demographic and susceptible to it. And they picked up your germs. You're putting their life at danger so you can entertain yourself, and that is ridiculously selfish and ridiculously irresponsible, so you can have 15 minutes of fame.
Well, that's their problem, first of all, not mine.
When I first heard this segment, I was actually convinced she was just an
Oh, I honestly hope you burn in a fire in your own house. I hope everything you own, everything you love, burns in the deepest depths of hell that will never come to the surface again. I hope you get the worst torture you can ever have. I hope that you get your eyes strapped. I hope someone surgically removes your eyelids and you're forced to watch a chain watch of Cats, Artemis Fowl, and Emoji Movie, and while being poked in every conceivable muscle, like literally a needle. I hope you honestly suffer as much as I like. Okay, guys, so that was me. Sorry if I seem a little bit harsh. I'm just trying to get the point across that I hate people like this. And if you act like this, your parents don't like you, and you are a giant mistake, then you're also a piece of cancer that should be snapped from the face of this earth. And why am I saying this stuff? Is that she says that only boomers are affected. Listen up here, lady. Yes, old people and young people are actually affected. Why? When you're young, you're developing your immune system. When you're old, it's starting to fall apart. That's not trying to be mean towards anybody who is old. That's just the fact. Is that your immune system starts to get significantly worse, okay? It's simple as that. And when there's a virus like this, there's no antibodies. There's nothing to protect you against the virus. So what happens is you're screwed over because there's no cure, no treatment to this new virus, i.e. COVID-19. And it's deadly than ever.
Just actually this stupid. So she's honest at least and can say a lot of things about Ava, but let it not be said that she's shy, because she's not afraid to come out here and show the world how dumb she is. She has no shame.
It's
not their problem. You're the one that's doing it.
No, you know what's ridiculously irresponsible and selfish is that your generation only cares about this virus because it affects you.
Oh, yes.
When it affects
You're such a dweeb, bro. Go back to your anime freaking hole that you came from.
Just an outright wrong statement.
Screw off, Ava. Nobody likes you. Your parents tried to abort you, but they failed.
People are dying from it, so, I mean, it's just wrong, and she's just, again, wrong. But she does have an attitude that I've seen a lot of people on Twitter have, at least, where it's just all about themselves, and just whatever kind of joy
Sorry if anything what I say is harsh. I just, do not mean to be that person. I say it in a joking manner. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
you guys just find a way to blame us. But yet this
No, 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 no. I don't see my grandma out here blaming me for the COVID-19 virus, idiot.
Do you even know how to spell science?
Oh,
Still have the same hunch.
oh. Dude, you're getting roasted by Dr. Phil, homeboy. You better shut up. He's gonna tear you with fire. You are going to go to purgatory. Do you hear me, lady?
And I think that's extremely cute.
duh. I'm a senior at Rutgers, and now I don't get to graduate. I mean, nothing's happening, which is fine. Like, it's not like I really went to class. This whole thing's a joke.
So you think this is all a hoax created by Twitter? That's what you're saying?
Well, one cloud started this virus. A bunch of girls in China started eating exotic animals.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is racist.
Those bats probably do not taste good. They just wanted to shock people. And, like, I get it, because I'm a cloud chaser myself. So this started a pandemic.
During that whole
You...
Kids Next Door,
Wow, you are
I
racist.
felt like it was scripted.
I thought what I was saying was horrible. This is worse. You are... Wow, you are such a racist, dude. You are the meanest person I've ever met. I've seen this video, but I forgot all about it. She is so mean. Dude, no wonder you're so mad, girl. You don't even have friends. Bruh, you could be the hottest girl in your school and no boy would take you. This is why. Homie, look at you. Sit back down. Sit back down and go back to the freaking disgusting cave you came from. You stupid dweeb. Go watch your anime again.
It felt like it was just a joke put together by Dr. Phil, you know, just to farm a little bit of controversy, and I just, you know, snap my fingers and say, you got me good on that one, Dr. Phil Rooney, I've been had. But again, I looked into her, and from everything I've seen, this is just her. That is how she acts, behaves, believes. That is genuinely her whole personality she put on display right there, which made me real sad.
If Isaac Newton saw this as what humanity would become, he would jump off a cliff.
But the fact that there are people that think like
Same with Albert
her,
Einstein.
they're not super hard to find. They're very few in number, but there's a few. I think that shit sucks. I think that shit's terrible. Now, for the coronavirus challenge, Frank, she did clarify to Dr. Phil it wasn't a public plain toilet seat. She said it was her sugar
Doesn't matter.
plane that she bleached and then licked. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's just the desperation of it alone is enough to be just truly pitiful. But anyway, I think Ava's just a poster child for what clout chasing does to someone. Her entire life revolves around it. It's just real sad shit and really pathetic trend that I've talked about before. But with coronavirus coming around now on the internet side of things, people are taking that and using that as a platform to try and gain some quick little attention through some truly just despicable garbage.
Yeah, you wanna know what else is a hoax?
Anyway, that's about it.
Your entire life being happy is a hoax. Your mom, you were literally found in the middle of a ditch. And I wouldn't be surprised if your mom gave birth to you on a highway, because that's usually where the accidents come from, if I'm not wrong. So, sorry to face you with that evidence, but as Cossack says, there it is. The final piece of evidence that concludes that you are not special. Cossack is awesome. Joe Raygun attacked gamers.
You're probably still crying from the betrayal. Joe Rogan has gone too far this time. He's attacked gamers. As a fan of Joe Rogan, and more importantly as a gamer, an elite gaming barbarian with gamer gunk in the veins, I had to tear down every photograph I had of Joe Rogan framed, every poster off my walls. I destroyed my Joe Rogan effigy. I blew out my Joe Rogan candle. I'm just wiping my hands of this guy because it's just disgusting what he said about gamers. Joe Rogan could go on his podcast, bend over and give himself an enema with my grandfather's ashes, and I'd still find a way to forgive and support him. Just laugh it off. But what he's done to gamers, what he said about us, it's unforgivable. Let me show you the clip.
Video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun. And you don't, yeah, well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them, and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere. It's like you could do, like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jujitsu. And then 3 years
I would have to disagree with that.
an elite jujitsu athlete. Like, you're entering in competitions. You're a
Okay, listen up here, bro. I am literally. You don't see your boy Rayce A Abbott here with freaking katanas slicing up every foot soldier in the middle of the streets. That's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference, if you don't know what that is. You don't see me with a freaking sword on the street. You're not seeing me going down with an AK killing every terrorist I see. No, because those times have changed. It is called standards, idiot. And the thing is, what's it called? Let's say, and I'm sorry if I get really weird about this. Back then, it was normal to be racist. Right now, it's not, okay? I don't condone racism. It's horrible. It's disgusting. And it's unbiased. It's unfair. It's just gross. Racism is a problem that should not even exist in our society, and it's a shame that humans go to this extent to have so much hate. But what I'm saying here is... Wait, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, right. Standards. Right now, our standard is literally we are at right now, as we know of, peak. We are at peak technological limit almost. We are starting to look. Okay, back then computers took the size of buildings. Now, like, what if I told you guys that your phone has enough power? In fact, it has more power than the Apollo 11 missions in the 1950s. Your phone has more computing power than a space station in the 1950s. Think about that. That is insane for technological growth. The thing is, people in this generation, we game now, okay? The time, it's just new standards. Like right now, it's not normal for people to be racist. It's now frowned upon to be racist now. It's now seen that video games are good. But here's the thing. Okay, if I play a video game, am I getting anywhere technologically in real life? No. But you know what? It's fun. And might I add, it helps develop social character, and it helps you develop it helps with social health. The reason is because you get to talk to friends and you can make friends online and you can literally have the best time ever. I'm sorry, but when I'm chilling out with some of my friends on Apex, we're just mowing through squad after squad. We're having a fun time. We're learning to kind of get with each other. Like, we're kind of learning, like, to, be friends with each other. You don't get the benefits of it.
Yeah, you're doing well. You're thinking like I might be able to open my own school one day. You got confidence. Yeah, if I have 100 students and those 100 students are paying me X amount of dollars per month, I can make a living. Or you could just be playing fucking video games. 3 years later, you could be that same kid just playing video games, waiting for the next whatever the fuck game is, next Xbox game.
Yeah, because everybody can open a school.
I know you've already seen the clip on Twitter, and I don't mean to open the wound again and pour salt on it and take a piss on it, but you needed to see it for the context for anyone that doesn't know. I mean, this right here, this is a declaration of war, a war on gamers. Now, Twitter would have you believe this statement from Joe Rogan made the Earth stop rotating. It was so powerful and evil that all the good in the world all at once just vanished because Joe said these things. Now, I want to talk about this because I think it's blown way out of proportion. Not that I think his point is any good here, it's still dog shit, and it's just kind of a stupid thing to say. He goes on to clarify a bit further about, people told him he could never do comedy because no one makes him in comedy, and then he proved them all wrong. So basically what he's saying is you have to be the best in the world at a game that has the staying power to stay a popular game to make it as a gamer or make a career out of gaming. Basically the whole thing equates to gaming doesn't necessarily guarantee you money. And since it doesn't guarantee you money, it's not a good use of time. Which is obviously...
Oh, yeah? Right now, how much you want to bet? Okay? Okay, I'm sorry if I always do this. Let's compare playing video games to watching TV, okay? And if you watch TV, I have no problem with you, okay? That's your life. You prefer. But if you know me, on my channel, I hate watching TV. It's filled with ads. You watch a series first, and it's spoiled. For example, like, you watch, like, I don't know, freaking, I'm not gonna say Stranger Things, because the experience is not spoiled. But like, let's say, like, X show, and you know the ending to it. You know what's gonna happen. It's not really that fun to watch it. Movies, I get. Movies are awesome, okay? But here's the thing. People don't like TV anymore, okay? It's filled with advertisements, and I think of the millions of advertisements, I've only, like, bought from, like, 5 of them, at least. They just don't work. They're all garbage, horrible advertisements. Like, the one I literally enjoyed, the only ad I can remember that enjoyed the outcome of is Fallout Shelter's ad, and that's the only one I can think of. The thing is, what are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're sitting, you're watching TV, and you're just doing nothing. With video games, you can develop a friendship with people, and you can bond. Right now, I'm lonely. There's no one to play with, except for my friends online. they're the only people that are willing to play with me. That's why I play games. And plus, if you know me, I'm slightly autistic, and I like to create things. This is my platform, like Minecraft, where I'm doing right now. This is my form of expressing myself. I love to create art on this game. I love to create structures. That's what I do. You know what? Is this building gonna benefit me in like real life? Maybe not. But you know what? It's fun. I'm enjoying. And my number one rule in life is that if you die and you enjoyed your life, like, I don't care, like, anything you do that's not harmful, and if you enjoy the hell out of it, go on. Go shooting donuts hung up onto a freaking chain at a bar while drinking vodka and taking cocaine at once, as long as it's not harming anyone else, and you do that, and you're not trying to harm anyone yet, you're fine. Just, not saying take cocaine, just don't, please. But, like, honestly,
Just because something doesn't guarantee you money doesn't mean you've wasted your time by doing it if you've enjoyed doing it. And he's just outright wrong. Gaming is probably the most viable career for the majority of people in the world thanks to something called streaming. I don't know if Joe is familiar with what streaming is. Maybe he's still stuck like a Neanderthal.
yeah, exactly. Here's the thing. If anyone watches this, please share this to your friends. I want views. I feel a bit lonely in these streams, and I wish people would come by and stop more often. But here's the thing. Like, when you stream, you can get people to donate to you. And you make money. There are people in the, like, most people are not going to make money off gaming. But you know what? Listen. If you think if you're upset, don't be. I'm not making money right now. I have run this channel for two years now, in 8 days. Yes, I'm not joking. That's literally the actual thing. And hey, if you think you can't make money, don't believe that. You need to strive. You need to keep going. Work hard. Crunch.
Make it as a gamer or make a career out of gaming. Basically, the whole thing equates to gaming doesn't necessarily guarantee you money. And since it doesn't guarantee you money, it's not a good use of time. Which is obviously just a fucked up thing to say.
Uh-huh. What, puzzles, huh? Okay, so what happens if I put together Legos up on my Lego table upstairs? Or I put together a puzzle? Or maybe I play a board game with my family? Then what? Huh. Uh-oh. I hope I don't got what I think I got.
Doing it if you've enjoyed doing it. And he's just outright wrong. Gaming is probably the most viable career for the majority of people in the world thanks to something called streaming. I don't know if Joe is familiar with what streaming is. Maybe he's still stuck like a Neanderthal in caves banging two rocks together for entertainment. I'm not really sure. But streaming is accessible to everyone in the world with a computer. By gaming, you can make a career out of streaming. And you don't have to be the best in the world at the game to have a streaming career. Fuck, I mean, you don't have to be good at a game to have a career as a streamer, but you do have to be among the top 1% in the world to make it as a professional athlete, make a career out of sports. In Joe's example, he talks about martial arts. You know, you do martial arts for 3 years, then you're an elite martial artist, and hey, maybe you open a dojo and make a career that way. Well, that's 3 fucking years of doing nothing. Isn't that kind of a waste of time by your own criteria, Joe? They spent 3 years doing martial arts for free, and in fact, losing money because they're paying for the classes, for the very slim chance that they open a dojo, which isn't very easy. You have to already be financially secure, and you have to get lucky.
You have to get a building, then you have to get students, and dude, that's harder. That's more unstable. That's more of an unstable, like, way of money.
Have to get a bunch of students. He says 100 students. Well, it's a lot harder to get 100 students to a brick and mortar martial arts facility than it is to get 100 viewers online from playing a game, even at a mediocre level. It's a lot more difficult. So, and using Joe Rogan's criteria, everything can be boiled down to a waste of time, especially sports. Less than 1% of everyone who plays sports will make a career out of sports. You have to be an absolute fucking freak. Literally some of the best human beings in the world in those categories to make a career out of that path. So every time you're playing basketball, playing football, playing soccer, like recreationally or even part of a small league, and you're not making money, you're wasting your time by Joe Rogan's gauge here. And I'd argue it's a much bigger waste of your time using Joe Rogan's metrics because you most likely are not going to make it as a professional athlete. It is so incredibly slim, the chance of you making it as a professional athlete. But the chance of you making it as a streamer is significantly higher because of how many people are watching the streams and just the accessibility of it. You don't have to be the best in the world. You genuinely don't even have to be good at games to make it as a streamer. As long as you can entertain a crowd or just be there for people that just want to watch someone casually, you can have a career there. So it's a lot easier and a lot more accessible to make a career out of your video game obsession than it is your sports and martial arts. His point just isn't very good, but I don't think he's entirely wrong with what he's talking about, where if you dedicate your life every single day, every moment of your free time is dedicated to playing a game with no other dreams of streaming it or taking it further to a professional level like an esports organization or something, then yes, you're a little worse off than the people that are obsessed with sports that'll never make it, because at least with sports you're a lot more physically active in your life, you're developing some more social skills around people in the world, and you're probably just living a healthier lifestyle in general compared to the guy that's just snorting Doritos like cocaine and playing Fortnite 9 hours a day with nothing else that they want to do. But to be honest, I don't even know if that's the point he's making, because I don't think he even registered streaming as a possibility. I think in Joe's mind, the only way to make a career out of gaming is being the best in the world at a game and making it to a professional esports organization level. I think Joe equates gaming to the same level as professional athletes, where only the top 1% make it, because he hasn't registered streaming as a viable career, even though streaming is one of the most lucrative careers there is, the most accessible careers out there, and it's just genuinely something that anyone can do and find a lot of success with. No matter your game, no matter your talent level, as long as you can find an audience, as long as you can just get out there, you have a very good chance of making it, where you can't say that same thing about any other path in the world, especially fucking sports and martial arts like Joe keeps saying. I don't get how Joe has this disconnect from saying do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 3 years and then maybe open a dojo with 100 students as if that's something easy or natural. You've spent 3 years investing your time and money into this area with only the very unrealistic possibility that you become a very successful martial arts dojo owner. Whereas when it comes to gaming and streaming, you don't need to invest 3 years of your time and talent into trying to make it as a streamer. You can start today. You can start right now, even if you've never touched a video game in your life. You can just turn on a stream, play a video game for the first time, and maybe find yourself an audience. It doesn't make any sense really what his point is, other than maybe just thinking that gamers spend 12 hours a day only playing games in isolation in a basement with the lights off and shit-stained underwear, doing nothing else. Which might be true for some people, but overall it's still just a really fucking dumb point to make, because it can be boiled down to apply to every fucking field. Sports, acting, writing, all of it is all by Joe's criteria here a waste of time, because it's not guaranteeing you money. And you could read a book, you could write books for 3 years, and then in 3 years still not have a career out of it and just be reading and writing fucking books. But would you necessarily vilify people who like to read and write? Probably not. Same for sports. You can play basketball from the fucking time you're born, right out of the womb. You can start dribbling a basketball all the way until the time you graduate college and might not make it. Most likely won't make it into the NBA. So was all that time playing basketball wasted since you didn't make any money and now you have no career in this thing you've dedicated 24 years of your life to? Yeah, probably not, because you've likely enjoyed it and you likely just enjoy the sport as a whole. It's just a stupid criteria to make it where something has to guarantee you money that has to be worth your time. I don't think that's a good way of looking at things. I think that's fucking stupid. And he chose the actual worst target for his example, because this is the only fucking field in the world where you literally can make a career out of nothing by just being mediocre or just being entertaining while playing a game by turning on a stream, which is free to do. The software is all free. You can literally just start a stream right now and might just find yourself a career tomorrow. And for some reason, Joe chose this one as like a dead-end hobby. Literally the only fucking hobby that can stay a hobby and give you a career. Whereas every other hobby, in order to make a career out of it, you need to turn it into a full-time job and commitment. When it comes to gaming, you can literally keep that a hobby and just stream sometimes and find yourself a financially viable career. But I think this has all gotten blown way out of proportion. People are treating this like this was some kind of nuclear bomb on gaming, like all of a sudden all the gamers out there are just gonna throw down their controller like Joe Rogan said it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's not that big
That's all about it. See ya.
Hype. I'm a little worried that it's going to be.
Wait, the Collings devs respond to pay per match backlash. Well, I have to see this.
Stream, learn, or work all at the same time. Introducing T-Mobile Home Internet. No hidden fees, price hikes, or annual contracts. For only $60 a month. Wi-Fi equipment included.
This Josh Van Belt fellow,
What? Hey.
he has lost his goddamn mind. He is insane, he is delusional,
Hey.
in denial, he's off his rocker. So The Calling. This is a game that I talked about in a previous video. It is one of the first Battle Royale games and had a good initial reception before Xaviant, the developers, ruined The Calling 1, released The Calling 2, which sort of tried to copy the rising Battle Royales like PUBG rather than continuing with what people loved about the original game. They shut down Calling 2, they went back to Calling 1, but they kept mishandling that game, and so that was shut down. And out of nowhere, The Calling made a return on May 12th, 2020 with a tweet by Xaviant in which they joyfully declared triumphantly that The Calling is back, posting this reaction gif, a reaction that nobody had. Nobody cares about the Calling franchise anymore. They've kind of tarnished that goodwill all the way to hell. But to make matters worse with this kind of embarrassing revival, this Josh Van Veld fellow introduced a monetization system that puts the greediest of AAA publishers to shame. All of that was detailed in this blog post alongside this video. The short of it can be found right here. So basically the base price of this game is $6. It is not a free-to-play game. Each day you get one free match token, but after that you have to either win tokens by winning matches, and this being a battle royale, only one person comes out the victor in every match. Aside from that, you will have to buy token packs. So a pack of 3 is $1, a pack of 10 is $3, a pack of 20 is $5, or the alternate option is to go with a subscription model where you're paying for $2
Oh yeah,
every week
best
or
subscription
$6
ever.
every 30 days. We are looking at a pay-per-match system that, even by free-to-play mobile game standards, would be deemed egregious. But to pull this off in a game where there is an initial sort of entry fee, to introduce this after botching both Calling 1 and Calling 2, and kind of ruining any semblance of goodwill this franchise had left, this is how Xaviant believes they can make a comeback. This is how they believe they can win back hearts and minds. Now, there was some significant backlash surrounding this. In fact, looking at the likes to dislikes ratio, it's only gotten worse since last I saw it. 600 likes versus 30,000 dislikes. The comments continue to ridicule this whole situation. You can read the comments yourselves. Since then, Xaviant has responded in a number of ways, starting with this tweet in which they tried to backpedal aspects of the pay-per-match, just horrendous monetization scheme. So the way they dial things back is that instead of one free token to play a match every day, you get 10 of them per day. So you can participate in 10 matches per day before you have to buy an
I
additional
mean, which is
token
still okay if you're a casual gamer, but that's not a lot when you're like a hardcore gamer. Like not like me. I'm not like hardcore every night, every day. I'm getting.
way to earn these tokens by playing offline matches and winning offline matches. So, it is a little better than it was before, but improving upon garbage doesn't suddenly make it not garbage. It just makes it less garbage. But it's still garbage. And I'm not the only one who shares that opinion. Scrolling down, you can read some of the comments left behind by other Twitter users like Joker, who said, I hope the additional plans are a different monetization strategy altogether. That's the
get a returning player base, I don't take this 10 tokens as a fix or transparency. Here's somebody else who said, imagine buying a game just to not be able to play as much as you want. It's one thing when this happens in free-to-play and mobile titles, but for a title with a price tag, hell, even in free-to-play and mobile titles, this stuff's pretty bad, but it's especially bad when it happens in a title with a price tag. And I should mention that 10 tokens per day may sound like a lot, but when we're dealing with Battle Royale, it's really not that much.
You could literally get sniped right off the spot.
Very early in the game. When it comes to the Battle Royale genre, it's very easy to go through 10 matches per day, so this is still far from satisfactory. This is the classic 2 steps forward, 1 step back maneuver that often like to employ to present the worst possible version of a monetization system possible, and then they dial things back, and all of that in the hopes that people perceive that as them actually listening to feedback and, actually dialing things back out of the goodness of their hearts, all while still normalizing this new or dialed back version of the monetization scheme, all of which contributes to pushing that goalpost of monetization, all of which contributes to publishers inchworming their way towards just worse and worse monetization systems. The short of it is that this is still frickin' awful. Pay per match should not be a thing, period. No matter how much this is dialed back, the fact remains that this monetization system ultimately hasn't changed. It's just been reduced in level of egregiousness. Oh, but it gets better, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Van Velde recently spoke with news outlet PC Gamer to discuss how he believes that there's nothing wrong with this pay-to-play, pay-per-match system, but rather the regret that Xavier has comes in the way the announcement of that monetization scheme, how that announcement was made. That's their regret. You cannot make this shit up.
What?
So here's what Josh Van Velde had to say. He told PC Gamer he's embarrassed that the relaunch was unveiled with those settings, referring to 1 free match every day rather than the 10 free matches per day that they adjusted to. And the quote here reads, in retrospect, it was really obvious that 1 was not going to give us the flow of players. But you have to remember, we were kind of terrified of everybody coming back, overloading the servers, costing us a ton of money, and not spending anything, so we were afraid to turn that dial. Already you can kind of see the general lack of confidence that Josh Van Velde has on the calling and its abilities of drawing players and monetize for that matter. So to compensate for his fears, he put out their incredibly limiting monetization system where players will have to pay for every match. And what Xavier doesn't seem to understand is that players are the lifeblood of a game and its ability to make money, not the monetization machine itself. The players have to be on board before any kind of revenue can be made. If you don't have the players, you're screwed. And by implementing this monetization out of fear of not making money back, you have just pushed players away. You kind of played yourself and have deviated from your own goals. Josh then spoke about the previous release of the calling, the one prior to the revival. Recalling those times, here's what Josh Van Velde said. We onboarded 1 million new players very quickly, which was overwhelming in some ways, and at the time, we didn't have visibility right away into their spending habits and everything else. It took us a while to kind of realize what the monetization looked like relative to our AWS cost, but we were spending tens of thousands of dollars every month. I don't know how much validity there is to this claim that 1 million new players signed up very quickly, but this may be referring to the early stages of the calling, back when the game had some goodwill around it, back when the game was enjoyable to play before updates and patches tarnished all of that with baffling decisions. But one quick look at the calling Steam charts will reveal that the game's player base dropped substantially pretty quickly after the updates and patches began to change the game for the worse. So the game peaked at 12,622 concurrent players back in March 2016. But from there, as you can see for yourself, eventually the numbers dipped to double digits and eventually even into single digits. They lost their player base, and that's when they started to have financial troubles. So Van Velde is trying to paint this narrative that there were a large number of players it more insidious. Just the logic, the mindset behind this game is astonishingly terrible. The PC Gamer article continues, Van Bell thinks the new model could still be the solution, giving Xaviant a more consistent income to keep the studio and game afloat. There will be no consistent income if there are no players playing your game and spending money on it. And then get this, the issue Josh claims was that the developer didn't expect
Cholula, come on, the best about to leave.
Hmm.
we definitely weren't looking at it from the standpoint of somebody who says, hey, if this game is around for a year, I'm gonna play it every day for a year.
Hi.
Don't know if those people exist. The PC Gamer article then adds, instead, Van Bell
Hey Max, how's it going, friend?
periodically and only make a few
Wow,
releases.
I would love to pay it.
Talk about
Like what?
setting
I
the
would
bar
love. Ow!
game. This is almost
I'd love to play $33 per match of a battle royale game. Man, hey, I'm paying 33 cents. Oh no, no, it's 33 cents a match. Imagine that. Imagine how much it sucks. Yo, hold on.
only expect players to show up.
Okay, so calling match was 30 players. Calling match was 30 players. Right, excuse me. 30 times 0.33, which is 9, okay, so every time a match were to end, they would make a $9.50. 33 cents isn't a lot at first, but it racks up.
Every few days. Ergo, we believe this pay-per-match system, this monetization scheme will fit right into our game. Like, what kind of logic is that? If your mindset going into the release of a game is, we don't expect many players will want to play this every day, then maybe therein lies the issue. The fact that your game isn't one that players would want to play every day. I wish I could say that was the end of it, but Van Belt has more to say. So here's another quote. I guess a lot of players were telling us that they consider themselves long-term players, and they were not thrilled, especially if there's somebody who purchased the game previously before it was free to play, about the idea of having to spend what they feel like is a significant amount of money on an ongoing basis. Look, people will pay recurrently if the game is good, if what you get for that recurrent expenditure is high quality stuff, and if the business model itself is fair. But the calling has none of that. It's bad enough that games are paywalling cosmetic items that should just be unlockables, or are hindering progression by implementing monetization a certain way. But to actually lock the entire game behind a microtransaction system, to lock the main component, the main multiplayer model behind constantly having to recurrently pay to keep getting access to matches, like that's just next level of bullshit. PC Gamer then added, as well as being surprised that players would want to keep coming back regularly, because apparently that's a crazy thing to expect out of a game. Van Belt says it doesn't have any aspirations to become a huge player in the genre and just wants enough people to keep matches full and the game maintained. Yeah, with that attitude, you're certainly never going to be a huge player in the genre, with you setting the bar for yourself that low, and this certainly will never happen with the utterly baffling monetization scheme you have decided to implement. This right here screams, I just want to do the bare minimum so that people will spend money on the game while we don't put any work into actually improving the game. We just want to rake in money with as little effort as possible. Van Bell then added, we tried the model of getting huge and we couldn't afford to make it work. I think if we were backed by a big publisher and had deeper pockets than we had all of those original free-to-play players, we probably could have done something with it, but we were not equipped to ride
That's
that storm
bullcrap.
out for 6 months and then grow it. Wow, this guy has delusions of grandeur. We tried the model of getting huge and we couldn't afford to
Really?
you out of your goddamn mind? What is wrong with you? No! There is no way you can message this in a positive way. There's no way you can sell a game that has a pay-per-match monetization system and advertise that as being something good. At the end of the day, no matter how you present this monetization scheme, people will analyze it, and this right here is not difficult to analyze. You're being
That was why your podcast on Patreon. Connect with your most dedicated listeners. Offer exclusive bonus content, early access, and ad-free episodes. Reach your people and get paid on Patreon, the home for independent podcasts.
They look like eggs. They have being charged every time you want to play an online match. Every time you want to play this game, you have to essentially put in quarters like you would in an arcade machine. Here's one last quote in which Josh Van Belt continues to justify the pay-per-match monetization scheme they're calling. This quote reads, "If you like it or you want to try it, please join us to try it out. See if you like it enough to spend money on it. And if you do, we'd love you to keep playing it because at that point you could make a purchase and then have that opportunity to play, say, 10 matches a day, every day for as long as you want to. If you love it more than that, go ahead and buy a reasonably priced pass." Shut the hell up, Josh. You don't get to decide what's reasonably priced under the circumstances. And that'll let you play as much as you want. That'll be something that you can decide to re-up whenever you want to. It's player choice, it's all optional. Yeah, we didn't choose to opt in to this monetization scheme. You made that decision for us. Let's get that out of the way. And if you stop playing, you'll never spend another cent. I think that would be simpler to understand and accept. This guy actually thinks that advertising the Collins pay-per-match monetization scheme this way will lead people to go, oh, well, when you put it like that, crap. I guess I was wrong in my ill opinions about it. I guess this is as fair as monetization systems can get. This guy is really patting himself in the back for upping the number of free matches from 1 to 10. Let's be clear here. There is no compromise that can be made. The only way this can be mitigated, the only way this can be salvaged, though I fear it's already too late to salvage any of this, is if you completely 100% go back on the pay-per-match monetization system. Completely get rid of it. People shouldn't have to spend more money because they love a game more than 10 matches a day. If you really value people's love for your game, then I mean, the most basic thing you can do is let them keep playing. Let them keep enjoying your game and give them reason to spread the word and give them reason to spend money to want to support the game. This guy just doesn't think of players as human beings with sentience and the ability to think. Players are just part of their mathematical formula for the best monetization system that will rake in the most amount of money. That's all players are to them. Just how did Josh think this was all gonna go?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go help my dad with my yard. Bye.